Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today we're going to talk about the new Opportunity API. So what this does is it allows you to create opportunities and customers and contacts directly within the Bitumio system from a form submission or from an external source so that you don't have to manually type that in. So one example of this, probably the most common, is you have a form on your website, a contact us form or a request estimate form that people can fill out in order to request an estimate. Once they hit send, currently you have to go into Bitumio, into opportunities, and manually type that information in order for your estimators or whomever to track it. What you can do now is you can link that form on your website with Bitumio via what's called an API, and we can push all of that data directly from the form, create a company, create contacts, create an opportunity automatically within our system so that it's sitting there. You don't have to do that manually anymore. So let's jump in and I'll show you how to do this. So the first place that we're going to go is over to organization settings. Then we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom and we're going to open up linked services. Once in linked services, you're going to see this new API key section. You can click this add keys, give the key a name. So make this descriptive so that you know what this key is doing. So create opportunity from web request, create opportunity from website, something so that you know what it's doing. So if you need to come back and later delete a key, you can delete the right one and not break some of your other integrations that you have going. So I have one here called opportunity. Once it's created, you're going to click this copy API key here. And now we're going to use this. So this could get a little bit, let's call it a little bit daunting for the average user right now. So bear with me. If you have a web developer or you need help, that's what our support team is here for. So let's jump into some of the technical nitty-gritty here. On our knowledge base, you're going to have documentation on all of this. So these are all of the fields that the API supports. This is the URL that you're going to call. And then for more technical users, you've got two options. You've got a post request, which takes a format like this, a JSON format, or you have a GET request that can take key value pairs within the query string. So I'm going to show you how to do both of these, but this explains how to use this API, okay? So I'm going to use just a third-party tool here that's called Postman. And Postman is a tool that allows you to make API requests without actually integrating it into something. But this is up and running on customer forms and working very nicely. So this is just an example way to quickly show you how this works. So first we're going to show you our post request. This is the endpoint, okay, and this is called out here. So this is the endpoint that we're going to call. I've got one header. This is a method or a value that tells the systems, the computers, what type of data to expect, in this case, JSON. And then this is what we're going to be sending to the API. So first of all, I'm going to take this API key and I'm going to paste it right into this section here, okay? And then we have these other fields. So source, where did the opportunity come from? Salesperson ID, let me show you how to pull this so that you have it. If you leave this empty, that opportunity is going to enter an unassigned bucket where you can then come into the Bitumio system later, assign it to the right salesperson, and then save that as well. But for now, I'm going to show you how to pull the ID of the user so that you can fill in this value here with at least a default user. So under organization settings, go to users. And then there's two ways. You can click on this and hover over update account, and then down, you can't see it because this is here, down in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see a link with an ID. But if you just click on this update account, I'm going to go to my email here. You'll see the user ID up here in the URL. So I'm user 131. So I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it, or I can type it into the salesperson ID value. Due at is the date that you want to follow up. This is the due date within the opportunity, so your salespeople know when they need to follow up with them. So company name, contact first name, contact last name. None of this should be crazy to you. If the company does not exist, this API will create that company and associate the contact to that company. If it's not a company, if company is empty, we'll use the first name and last name of the contact to create that company contact within our system. So all of this, if it doesn't exist, we'll create it. If it does exist, we'll create a new opportunity associated to that existing company / contact. We're not going to create duplicate companies, duplicate contacts. And then notes, this goes into the message line. So now that I have this filled out, I'm just going to go ahead and hit send. We'll see the opportunity is successful. Success equals true. I just got a text message. An opportunity has been assigned to you, so we know that this all went through. So if I come back into opportunities, here is the opportunity that I just created. I've got Expo Lead. The opportunity name is a combination of the company and the city in which it's in. You can obviously overwrite this at any time. Assigned to me, that's why I received the notification. I received the text message that's saying, hey, an opportunity was assigned to you. And then these are the notes down here. Now I can still come back in here and I can edit any of these fields, resave it, update it, do whatever I need to do, or move it to a proposal. The alternative here is a GET request. So it's just a little bit different where I've got key value pairs here. So this is the name of the field and this is the value of the field. The same thing happens, same exact thing. I send this, it creates the contact, or it uses the existing contact and creates an opportunity under that contact. So hopefully this saves you time, right? No longer have to go in and manually edit this. If somebody submits a form on the website, it will follow through into Bitumio automatically, create that opportunity, send the notifications like you saw to the assigned salesperson so that they know to go in and follow up with that opportunity. Again, just another way that we're trying to streamline and simplify your process. If you need help setting this up, reach out to us via our support system. So down here, we've got our knowledge base. You can log into this. I'm going to search for API. Hit enter. So this will show you the different documents on creating API keys and using the API. Or you can submit a ticket up here and that will come to our support team to help you get this set up and get it up and running. But hopefully that's helpful to you guys. Let us know if you have any questions. Thank you all.